What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be sharing my #1 favorite product in every category, and these are not all-time favorites. I'm going to be talking about just the things that I've really been enjoying lately, that I've been using a lot over the summer, and I'm just going to touch on makeup, skincare, body products, hair products, just basically my whole routine in one video. So I'm just gonna go through these quickly, just mini reviews, and I thought what I would do is a video like this maybe every quarter, every couple months, and that way you can see what sticks around long term versus what I'm swapping in and out. And that could be because of the season. It could also just be if I get something new that might replace an older product, and hopefully that would be helpful for you guys to see. So I guess let's start with makeup first. That way, if you're not interested in skincare or any of the other stuff, then you can just kind of jump out at that point. If you want to see that, then definitely stick around. So I guess we'll start just from top to bottom. Let's do brows, because that's going to be a really easy one. You guys know what I'm going to say, because I honestly, everything just fell over. So yeah, I've been basically keeping the same brow routine now for at least a year. I have the Rare Beauty brow gel. This is the only brow gel that keeps my brows locked in place all day. I'm sure there might be others out there that are as good as this one. I just haven't found them yet. So if you have any suggestions or maybe some drugstore options, let me know. But so far, I feel like this does the best job. So I've been using this. This is my second tube of it now. And then also the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. I definitely converted over to pens as soon as I tried this one, and I really haven't used a brow pencil since. I love the really realistic look that pens give you, and this one also stays in place all day. So I use the gel first, I let that set while I do the rest of my makeup, then I go back in and just fill in the gaps with a pen, and it's just really easy, very quick. So I really haven't felt the need to change my brow routine at all. I haven't tried anything that I like better than these. Next, when it comes to face products, I have been loving this CoverGirl Simply Ageless Essence Foundation. It's kind of more like a tinted moisturizer, I would say. And I know a lot of people hate this, and I don't get it. I love this so much. I mean, when it comes to tinted moisturizers or serum-like foundations, I've found that so many people love that L'Oreal one, the hyaluronic acid that comes in the dropper bottle. I hate that one because I feel like it looks good at first, and then an hour later, my skin looks really dry. This one kind of has this like refreshing, watery, serum-like texture. It feels like skincare. It doesn't have the best coverage in the world, but usually I'll put this on and then just spot conceal where I need to. My skin is actually in a really good place right now, and I don't feel like I need a ton of coverage. So this is enough for me. And I just love how thin it is. It's not one of those foundations that's thick or heavy, and it's actually gonna look like this, layer of something sitting on your skin. It just sinks right in and adds just the tiniest little bit of glow, but it's not dewy or greasy. So I really love this. One thing I would recommend though is going up a shade. I wear this in light medium, which with any other foundation would be way too dark for me, but this actually is like the perfect match for my skin. And just on a quick side note, CoverGirl tends to have the best shade range if you are cool toned like I am. I find that they have a lot of foundations that have more of that pink or like neutral undertone versus being overly yellow. So if you have a cool undertone and you're looking for drugstore foundation matches, check out CoverGirl, because even if you don't like this foundation, they have a lot of different ones. And I find that just across all of their different products, they have a great cool tone range. So definitely check them out. Then when it comes to concealer, I've been loving the Pro Fix Stick from NYX. And I can't believe I'm even saying that, because stick concealers historically have not been my favorite, just because they're often very thick and heavy. But this one is just so lightweight, and I love the stick because it just makes it like super quick and easy. You can just kind of dab a little in, then I just pat it with my finger, and it's very smoothing. It's really thin. It looks really natural on me. It doesn't crease because it's not overly greasy or emollient, yet at the same time, it's not too drying for my really dry skin. So I love this. I just love the ease of use. I have it in the shade light, but I also have the pink one, which is more of a color corrector. That one is great for under your eyes. And this has a really great shade range too. They have a lot of different options. So between this and the CoverGirl, I feel like I can get really great coverage. So these are the two that I've been reaching for the most this summer. Then when it comes to powder, I'm not a powder person generally, but sometimes if I want more of a mattified look, I will reach for it, especially in the summer. I don't ever wear powder in the winter. That's a very, very rare thing. But in the summertime, you know, if it's humid and hot out, I don't want my makeup sliding around, I will reach for it. And my favorite by far, I think I already talked about this recently in a video, is the new L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection. This powder, I don't know that it's necessarily the best at like soaking up oil if you have oily skin. I'm more dry. I think this is kind of, I mean, it says it's a setting powder, but for me, I kind of use it as a finishing powder, just something to take that layer of shine away and blur out everything. And it just makes my skin look poreless, flawless. It's like the ultimate powder if you're afraid of powder and you don't want your skin to look really dry. It's pretty much invisible. Like if I look even really up close at my skin in the mirror, I cannot tell that I'm wearing powder at all. And I feel like this just makes my skin look even better than it does without it. And that's obviously what you want out of makeup. So if you have drier or more mature skin and you don't like the look of powder, try this one out. I think you'll be really surprised. It was a game changer for me. I use it all the time. All right, moving on to eyes. I'll tell you what I'm wearing on my eyes today. It's the Paris Reveries palette from Viseart. This is my #1 palette. I took this with me on vacations. This has basically just been sitting on my bathroom counter for the entire summer. I wear this palette so often. And I think the thing I love about it is it has those really pretty, cool kind of gray and purple shades, but it also has some warm tones in it too. So no matter what I'm wearing, like today I'm wearing gray, so I stuck with the cooler tones. But if I'm wearing something warm, I can still use this palette and pull some of the browns and golds. So it's just really versatile. And Viseart's formula is my favorite. It is just so good. The shimmer shades have this beautiful metallic sheen with maybe just the slightest hint of little micro glitters, but it's not like the chunky over the top glitter. It's very like everyday wearable, and the mattes are just so smooth. And trust me, I have nothing against glitter. I love glitter, but I just don't wear it every single day. But the thing I love about these is they still pop on your eyes. They still look really shiny and beautiful. But if you don't want the glitter, I think it's a great option. And even more than this, I would say I wore one specific eyeshadow crayon day in and day out. There were times this summer when this was the only thing I wore on my eyes for a week straight. And it's from Fenty. It's their Shadow Sticks in Get On Taupe. So this color in particular is just so beautiful. It's really shiny. Again, it gives you that foiled effect. It's the perfect lid color. Like, look at how beautiful this is. And it's so smooth and easy to apply. Sometimes shadow sticks can be a little bit like harder and waxier, and they kind of tug at your eyelids, and then other ones can be like too emollient and they slide around. I think this is the perfect in between where it's creamy enough that you can blend it easily, but then it sets down and it lasts for the day. And this taupe color in particular is very neutral. It kind of goes with everything. It's a little bit brown, but it's also a little bit gray. So it rides that line between cool toned and warm toned. I feel like no matter what you're wearing, you could put this on your eyes and it'll match. And then you could just do either like a cool tone lip and cheek with it or a warm tone one, and this will go either way. So I used this so often. Again, it's just like that really lazy girl makeup. That's sort of the mode that I was in this summer, and I just love it. As far as liners go, I usually only wear liquid liner. I usually do like a little bit of a wing. Today I'm wearing the Moira Micro Tip liquid liner. This is in black. But when I have more of a warm look going on, I've been using the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner in the brown shade. I do think the Stila one is much longer lasting on my eyes. I wouldn't say the Moira one fades super fast either. It has a decent wear time, but the Stila one definitely does last for the day. The only thing is I like the Moira one because it has more of the brush tip and this is more of a felt tip. And I had to get used to this one because I usually only use brush tips. I just find them to be a little easier for me. So these are just the two that I have right now, a black and a brown. Those are the colors I typically use. And then for mascara, you guys know I love my tubing formulas. I've been wearing this one from Persona every single day since I got it, and that was probably a month ago now. I do also like the Revolution Wrap Lash. I talked about this in a video probably back in August at some point. This is a great tubing formula too, but it ended up getting super clumpy. Like the more I used it, it got kind of hard to control. I had to always wipe off the brush before I put it on. I do still think it's a good option. It's just a little bit finicky now. This Persona one though is gorgeous. I love how big it makes my lashes. Like I said, I've been using it for about a month and it hasn't gotten clumpy on me at all. It has a nice small brush. It's a little bit curved and I love this too. I didn't even put it on my bottom lashes today, but I should have. You can put it on your bottom lashes and it's not going to smudge because it's tubing. So I've been wearing this one a lot, but if you're on a budget, I do really enjoy the Wrap Lash. And honestly, if you're after more volume than length, I would go with the Wrap Lash. This one just comes out like very strong. It puts a thick coat on your lashes right away. You don't have to build it as much. This one you kind of do. It's thinner coats, but if you build it, you can get a ton of length and volume. But I think this one just gives you slightly like bigger lashes overall. It just depends on, I think, what you're going for. But these two have kind of been my go-tos this summer. Also, I just wanted to mention eyeshadow base really quick. I'm still using the NYX glitter glue. By the way, I've been using that for years and years, so it kind of goes without saying. But for eyeshadow primer, I've been loving this one from Morphe. This is their Solo Artist Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Debut. It's pretty much a MAC Painterly paint pot dupe. So I've just been reaching for this all the time. My MAC paint pot was really old, the one that I had, and it was almost, hitting pan and getting a little bit dried out. So I got these sort of at the perfect time and I love it. I feel like there's really no difference between this and the MAC paint pot. So I honestly don't see myself going out and buying the MAC one again. I think it's like 25 bucks. This one is a lot cheaper. So if you're looking for a good eyeshadow primer, these are awesome. They cover everything on your lids. They even out your skin tone and they dry pretty quickly. So you can blend eyeshadow on top of them with no issues. So anyway, I think that covers eyes. Next up, when it comes to lips and cheeks, I'm going to be honest, I really use the same products for both these days. So I don't have separate items. The first one is the e.l.f. Liquid Lip and Cheek Stain. I have been really enjoying this. I'm actually wearing it today. This is the plum shade. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Plums Up. This color is so pretty. It's sort of like Clinique's Black Honey on your lips. It just gives the prettiest plummy stain and then you can put it on your cheeks as well. You just dot it on. It's kind of like Benefit's Benetint, but it just sinks in and makes this stain that lasts the entire day. And it's beautiful. It's not sticky. It's not the kind of cream blush that is just gonna sit on top of your skin and like you touch your face and it feels like tacky. It's so thin, it's like water, so it just sinks right in and disappears. Same thing with your lips, and if you worry about it being a little bit dry, you could always put a lip balm on top. I've been loving these lip balms from ColourPop. This is the Pistachio Gelato one. So good. They also have a chocolate milkshake one that's another big favorite. So whatever lip balm you love, you can just put on top of this if you're worried about your lips feeling dry. But honestly, it's not the kind of lip stain that sucks all the moisture out of your lips. It's just not going to give them extra hydration. So when I put this on, my lips just feel like they always would if I wasn't wearing lip balm, but I usually just dab a little bit on top and I'm good to go. So I love this. It does come in other colors as well. This one's probably my favorite and the one that I wear the most. But aside from this, I've also really been enjoying these Hydra Pop glossy lip stains from ColourPop. So these, technically they're a lip stain, but I use them on my cheeks as well. And they remind me a lot of these Kulfi lip stain oils. They're very, very similar. They go on with a little bit of gloss to them, not a lot, but just enough. They almost look kind of dewy on your lips. And you could put them on your cheeks too. That's what I do because, again, it just makes life easier. You have the same color. You don't have to try to coordinate them. And while these do stay a little bit dewy compared to the e.l.f., they do dry down eventually, like after maybe half an hour or so of wearing them. And they never really feel sticky like you put a lip gloss on or anything. Like when you blend them out, that tackiness kind of goes away. So these are really fun because they add that moisture and the hydration into your lips. You don't even need to apply a lip balm on top. They already kind of have that built in. And then they just leave a really pretty stain behind. And they come in so many nice colors. The two that I use the most are Baby Fox, which is kind of a rosy brown, and then Mantra, which is like a light pink. So these two I use, but honestly, they have like these bright hot pink colors. They have deeper browns. They have berry tones. So I love these. And I constantly see these Kulfi lip stains advertised all the time, and they're always sold out. Plus they're expensive, but this is basically the same thing. They have them at Target if you just want to go pick them up in store. I really love these. I think they're great. And then one other like kind of 2-in-1 product I've really been enjoying are the NYX Smushy Matte Lip Balms. These two kind of give you a little bit of a stain, but they're a lip balm and they're also matte. So they have a little bit of hydration, but they're not glossy. You put them on and they just kind of feel really smooth and silky. And when you put these on your cheeks, they actually blur your skin. Like they're a beautiful kind of blurring blush, similar to the Huda Beauty ones, but way cheaper. So this is just another 2-in-1 that I've been using a lot this summer. I think this formula is fantastic. And I think Too Faced just came out with something similar to this too. So if you've seen the high-end blurring cream blushes, try these. Even though they're technically a lip product, you can use them on your cheeks and they work beautifully for that. So love these as well. Okay, so I think that's everything that I had in the makeup category. Let's move on to skincare. I haven't changed my routine at all since the last time I talked about it, which I think was at the beginning of the summer. Still using all the same products. So for cleanser, I've been using this one from Prequel. It's their Cleanser. It has glycerin in it and it is so like cushiony and soft. It takes off all my makeup. It's really super gentle in the morning too. So I use this night and day. It's honestly beautiful. You guys had recommended it to me, and after I showed this in the video, I got so many of you coming to me and saying how much you love it. And generally, I don't know, I always just feel like a cleanser is a cleanser, but this one, just the texture is so nice. I really enjoy it a lot. And honestly, the bottle is huge. You get so much product in here. It feels like it's maybe halfway gone, and I've had this for months. You only need the tiniest little pea-size amount. It covers your whole face. So I really love this a lot. I love Prequel in general. You're gonna see a bunch of their products here. The next thing that I do is I apply the Multi-Quench Plumping Hydration Serum from Prequel. So this has PGA complex. It has 10% glycerin. It's just a really great first step after cleansing. This is almost gone. My bottle is like down to about here. So I use this every single day, 2 times a day. It's just a really good like quenching hydration serum to put on. And then after that, I've been using the Naturium Retinaldehyde Cream Serum at 0.05%. They do have one that's a little bit stronger. I love this one because I see results with it, but it's not too harsh. I have never once had any like of those bad retinol side effects that I usually get with other retinol products with this. I went through an entire tube. This is a new one that I just got recently. I repurchased just because I really love it, and I've actually been seeing great results with it. So if you have issues tolerating retinol, give this one a try because I had the worst luck. My skin was so sensitive when I used retinol in the past, and I would have peeling. My skin would look super dry. I've never had an issue with this one at all. And my sister's actually using it too, and she really loves it. So that's the step that I do after the Quench Serum. Then I've been using this from Prequel, and it's the half and half peptides and ceramides fluid moisturizer. So technically this is kind of like half a moisturizer, half milky toner. It's thick for a toner, but it's too thin for me to use as a moisturizer on dry skin. But I did see a video from the owner of Prequel, and she was saying that if you have oily skin, you can actually use this as a moisturizer because it is super hydrating. But if you're more dry, you might want to put a different moisturizer on top. So I just use this as another layer. I love to layer my skincare. I find it so much more effective than just cleansing my face and slapping on a moisturizer. If you have all of those layers in between, I find that it saturates your skin and it just holds on to the moisture so much longer, and I don't get dry throughout the day. So the next step, like I said, I would use is this one. And then my last step is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. I just can't let go of this. I still have not found any moisturizer that I like more than this one. It's just so beautiful, so hydrating. Nothing plumps my skin like this. It's very expensive, but worth it. I normally buy it on Black Friday because you can get some really great deals. Tatcha usually does like 25% off, but it is so nice. I actually started out with, they sell little mini ones. I started with that just to try it because I didn't want to invest in a big jar unless I was positive I would like it. And I got the little one. I loved it. I'm like, let me get another little one and just make sure that I like it, because I did not want to spend this amount of money on a moisturizer. I mean, obviously, because all my other skincare is drugstore. But after buying a couple of the minis, I was like, this is so stupid. I just should buy the bigger one. It's more cost effective that way. So I bit the bullet. It's been years that I've been using this, and I just haven't found anything that I like better. Even though I've tried K-Beauty moisturizers and I've tried other ones at the drugstore, there are others that I like, but I just keep going back to this one. It's so, so good. Next, when it comes to body products in the shower, there are 3 different scents that I like to use depending on the day, depending on what I feel like. The first one is from EOS. It's their Cashmere body wash in the vanilla cashmere scent. This is so delicious. It just smells really, really good. It's that like vanilla, kind of shea butter, really warm, rich scent. So I love this one. It's a great drugstore option, and their body butters and body lotions are incredible. The scents are really good. They have a new pistachio one out that I've been loving. I just got it, so I can't say it's a favorite yet, but this particular scent in the body butter is amazing. Also, I have 2 shower oils that I use a lot. There's one from Kopari. This is just in their traditional scent that they have. It's like coconut and it smells so good. It's very beachy. And then Sol de Janeiro has their shower oil in the 59 fragrance, which is one of my favorite scents from them. So I love shower oils, again, with dry skin. I just find that they're a little more hydrating than body washes. And these all smell incredible, just depending on the day. Like I said, I just kind of pick depending on my mood. Then for after the shower, I love the Vanilla Cashmere body lotion from EOS. Again, that same scent. So if I use the body wash that day, I'll just layer it with this, and I don't even need perfume. The scent is really strong. Whenever I wear this, people are like, oh my gosh, I love your perfume. What are you wearing? And I have to say, like, it's just my body products, because like I said, they really like project. You can definitely smell these on people. Same thing with this body oil. It's from Lalicious. This is their coconut oil body oil, and it's just called The Oil. But the scent is so beautiful. Again, it's kind of a mix of coconut and vanilla, but it has a little bit of musk under it too. So it's just one of those beautiful skin scents that's just a little bit more sweet and a little tropical, but it's heavenly. I went out to lunch with my parents a couple of weeks ago, and I got in the car, and as soon as I did, my mom was like, oh, you smell so delicious. Like, what is that? It's just this body oil, but again, it's very strong. So you really don't need to wear perfume if you're wearing something like this. But a couple times a week, I've been using this body lotion from Prequel, and it's the Urea Advanced Relief 10% Moisturizing Milk. So this one has the urea in it to exfoliate your skin. It gets rid of those like chicken skin bumps on the backs of your arms and your leg. And this makes your skin feel so much smoother. I noticed a huge difference even just the first time I used it. I just kept touching my arms. I was like, man, why does my skin feel so soft? It really does an incredible job at smoothing, and this is unscented. So I do usually wear fragrance on the days that I wear this. I'll just put something else on because I don't have the scented body products going on, but this is so nice. I used to use amlactin, which is also an exfoliating body lotion. It works really well, but I find that my skin just feels softer and smoother with this. Whatever the combination of ingredients is, this just feels like it's more effective to me. And I picked this up at Target. It wasn't super expensive. So if you're looking for a good exfoliating body lotion, this is amazing. Sometimes I put it on before bed too. And then as far as perfume, I have a lot that I really love, but my favorite that I keep going back to is this one from Kayali, and it's the Yum Bougie Marshmallow. So good. This smells delicious. It has the marshmallow, it has vanilla. It also, I think, has a little bit of floral in it, or maybe even a little bit of fruit. I think it has strawberry in the notes too. I know there are a lot of these like vanilla, really heavy, rich, gourmand scents that are going around right now. This gives you that. It gives you the sweetness and the vanilla, but it's not heavy. I think the strawberry that's in here kind of makes this a little bit lighter and fresher. It gives it that fruity element, but at the same time, it's primarily like that fluffy marshmallow and vanilla type scent. So this is really good too. We were on vacation at the Jersey Shore a couple months ago, and I wore this one night. We were going out to dinner, and I remember hearing my sister at one point telling my nephew like, "Oh, that's Aunt Jenny's perfume." And I was like, "What did he say?" And she said something like, "Oh, he said that, you know, something smelled good." So anyway, it at least gets a 3-year-old stamp of approval, but no, I really enjoy this one over all of the other perfumes. I've been reaching for this the most. And then last but not least, when it comes to hair products, I don't have too many to share because I've just kind of been using the same things over and over again. For shampoo and conditioner, I've been using this one from Suave. It's the Moroccan Oil Infusion. And the first time I used this, I could not believe how much it smells like Moroccan oil. I mean, I've used Moroccan oil shampoo and conditioner before. They basically ripped off the exact same scent. It smells identical to it. So if you love that Moroccan oil scent, but you don't want to spend all the money on the real thing, this is definitely something to check out. And it's actually leaking all over me. Oh my God. I just took it right out of the shower and it's just dripping everywhere. So I'm gonna put them down, but I just feel like they make my hair feel really healthy, really shiny and smooth. So I love those. I think they're great. I've also been using the real Moroccan oil Frizz Shield spray. Again, perfect for the summertime. You spray this on. It's kind of like the Color Wow Dream Coat. Same kind of concept, but actually I was talking to my hairstylist and she told me that she likes this better than that. And I agree. I have both, but I reach for this one more. You just spray it on before blow drying, and then the heat of the dryer kind of seals it down and it keeps your hair frizz free. And I have noticed such a big difference. Normally when I go on like my beach vacations and things like that, my hair gets extra frizzy, and ever since I've been using this, it actually looks pretty good. So this is one of those things I've found is worth the money because I haven't found a drugstore alternative for something like this yet. But if you guys have heard of any, definitely let me know. And then just for like a finishing product, I love the K18 hair repair oil. This stuff, I mean, K18 in general is great for your hair. If it's damaged, it helps to rebuild those bonds. So I normally either I use this on wet hair or on dry. You can use it either way. Today I just put it on as kind of like a finisher, and it just kind of smooths everything out without weighing it down. Like my hair still has bounce and it doesn't make it greasy. So I think that's everything, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I would love to hear your thoughts. What are your favorite products lately? I'd love to hear from you. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you have some time and you'd like to watch another video, I'll put one right here that you could check out next. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.